Miss Chini G. Dolendo. Are you ready for today's lesson, kids? Let's begin! In this video, you are going to learn how to subtract fractions and mix fractions with and without regrouping.
3/4 minus 1/4 equals. Let's have the steps in subtracting fractions. Step 1. Align and compare the fraction. This fraction is similar fraction because they have the same denominator. Step 2. Subtract the fraction. Subtract the numerator and copy the common denominator. 3 minus 1 equals 2, and the common denominator is 4. So we have 2/4. Step 3. Simplify or reduce the answer to lowest term if possible. So we will find the GCF or the greatest common factor of 2 and 4 to reduce it to lowest term. So we have 2. 2 divided by 2 equals 1, and 4 divided by 2 equals 2. So the final answer is 1/2.
Let's have another example. 4/5 minus 1/2. These fractions are dissimilar fractions because they have different denominators. Let's change this fraction to similar fractions by finding the least common denominator, or LCD. We will use continuous division in finding the LCD. Since 5 and 2 are co-prime, we will multiply these numbers. LCD. 5 times 2 equals 10. So the LCD is 10. We will use this as our new denominator. Let's divide the denominator to denominator. 10 divided by 5 equals 2. Then multiply it to the numerator. 2 times 4 equals 8. We have the new numerator. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. 5 times 1 equals 5. So we have the new fractions. 8/10 minus 5/10. Subtract the numerator and copy the common denominator. 8 minus 5 equals 3, and the common denominator is 10. Let's reduce the answer to lowest term if possible. But this 3/10 is already in lowest term, so this is the final answer. 4/5 minus 1/2 equals 8/10 minus 5/10 equals 3/10. Let's have another example. Let's subtract mixed fractions. 5 and 3/4 minus 3 and 2/4. These fractions are similar fractions because they have the same denominator. So, to subtract, let's subtract the whole numbers. 5 minus 3 equals 2. Subtract the numerator. 3 minus 2 equals 1. And copy the common denominator, which is 4. So the final answer is 2 and 1/4. Since 2 and 1/4 is already in the lowest term, no need for us to change it to lowest term. Let's subtract 7 and 8/10 minus 2 and 1/5. These fractions are dissimilar fractions. So we are going to change it to similar fractions by finding the LCD, or the least common denominator. So the LCD of 10 and 5 is 50. Copy the whole numbers. So the LCD of 10 and 5 is 50. Let's divide 50 divided by 10 equals 5 times 8 equals 40. 50 divided by 5, 10 times 1 equals 10. Let's subtract the whole number. 7 minus 2 equals 5. 40 minus 10 equals 30. And copy the common denominator, which is 50. Then, reduce the answer to lowest term. We will find the GCF of 30 and 50. So, the GCF is 10. We will divide the numerator and denominator by 10. Copy the whole number, which is 5. 30 divided by 10 equals 3. 50 divided by 10 equals 5. Since this number is already in the lowest term, that is the final answer. Let's answer exercise 1 all together. Draw a smiling face opposite the given equation if the difference is correct. Otherwise, draw a sad face. Do this in your notebook. Number 1 is done for you as an example. Pause the video and answer. Are you done, kids? Let's check your answers.
Oh, yan na tired ko daw.
Wala ka di tao, wala ka di upod. Malakat pa na niya si Nini, mas cool pa na si Nini. Sino upod mo di karon?
Okay lang nga tayo.
Ikaw lang di isa?
Hindi. May text ko na pala, Dad.
May ano?
May text.
Ilang minute?
Ha?
Minute.
Oh, you're the best!
Sige, abisat, abisat.
Yay!
Let's subtract 5 and 1/5 minus 2 and 1/2. These fractions are dissimilar fractions, so we will change it to similar fraction. The LCD of these fractions is 10. 10 divided by 5 equals 2 times 1 equals 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5 times 1, 5. We cannot subtract 2 minus 5, so we will borrow 1 from 5. It will become 4, and we will make 10 tenths to add 2 tenths. So we have 10 tenths plus 2 tenths. We have 4. 10 plus 2 equals 12. Copy the common denominator. So we will have 4 and 12 tenths. Let's copy this. 2 and 5 tenths. So let's subtract the whole numbers. 4 minus 2, 2. 12 minus 5, 7. And copy the common denominators. Since 2 and 7 tenths is in lowest term, no need to reduce it to lowest term. So that is the final answer. Let's answer exercise 2. Find the value of n. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Pause the video and answer. Are you done, kids? Let's check your answers. Have you learned from our lesson, kids? Very good. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and listening. Goodbye, kids!